Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to This Week in Agribusiness. We go now with our friend Max Armstrong up to Michigan for our next installment of the BASF Plant Smart, Grow Smart series.
This farming operation has a rich history, an interesting history, and how do you fit into it?
So I'm a grandson. My grandpa, Arnold Swerk, began the farm back in the 50s, probably late 40s, 50s. His sons then would have been my Uncle Mike's work and Larry's work, continued on the farm, and then I was a high school kid and I started working on the farm, in high school, Saturdays, and then that evolved to eventually, after I got married, I think 1994, I started farming full-time.
Share with us your crop mix.
So of the 7,800 acres that we farm, our four crops that we grow currently are corn, wheat, sugar beets, and we grow dry beans. Currently, we're in the middle of about 2,900 acres of a dry bean harvest. That'll finish up probably this weekend. We have around 2,000 acres of corn, field corn, both locations combined. We're part of a local Michigan sugar cooperative in mid-Michigan area here where we grow sugar beets. We've got 1,680 acres of sugar beets this year. That's pretty stagnant. Every year is right around that same amount of acres. And then we grow wheat for a local mill, flour mill right in the area, and usually right around between 800 and 900 acres, 1,000 acres of wheat every year.
What kind of weed pressures do you get here?
So we're starting to get a little more of a diverse weed pressure here. That is something else that's coming up from the south. We're getting more weed resistant around this area.
Just a matter of time, right?
Just a matter of time. I mean, it's moving up, and we're trying to limit that as best we can. We've started with some of the BASF products in corn as well. Verdict is a product that we use as a pre-emerge herbicide. We've been using that for years. We actually started growing some conventional corn again this year because Roundup doesn't do what Roundup did, say, 5 years ago. I won't say it doesn't help. It's not still a tool, but Roundup won't get these weeds that are becoming resistant. So we grow conventional corn, and then we go and we use a product called Status now for BASF as kind of a bullet-proof program.
Farmers have different tolerance levels for weeds. That shows during the season as you're driving down the road. Will you take a little bit of a weed challenge out there? Will you accept that? We
don't. I mean, we take pride in delivering a clean crop to the elevator because we only store our corn. And then on top of that, I mean, if you let it go 1 year, it's going to be twice as bad the next year. And you let it go. So that's a legacy thing. We don't want to leave our next guys with just a disastrous, farms with nothing but weeds.
Thank you, Max. And folks, you can see the full Plan Smart, Grow Smart series online at plansmartgrowsmart.com.